Have you ever wondered why sewing patterns tell you to clip seams? What seems like a tedious and unnecessary task can actually make a huge difference in the final outcome of your project. Let me show you why. The hood-based snap strip from the Nature Basket is a perfect example of this, but the same holds true anytime you are sewing a curved seam, due to the fact that the measurement of the cut edges will be slightly different than at the seam line because of the nature of curves. You can see here that this seam contains all sorts of peaks and valleys. On one side, I have cut small V's from the peaks and made small snips into the valleys. The other side I have left unclipped to show just how much of a difference it makes. When you turn a curved seam out, those differing measurements between the seam lines and cut edges can become problematic. What was once a peak with a cut edge longer than the seam line is trying to bunch into a smaller space, leaving you with a finished seam that is bulky and unsightly and will never press flat. Where there are valleys in the seam, a smaller cut edge is trying to now stretch around a longer seam line, causing twists and other problems that will never allow your piece to lay flat. By taking small V's out of the peaks, we are reducing some of that extra bulk. By cutting small notches into the valleys, we are allowing that seam allowance to expand as it needs to complete that curve. See how much nicer that looks? I hope you find this tip helpful. Back to sewing our nature baskets.